In today's video, I want to talk about the ethical dilemma of artificial intelligence. You see, with any paradigm shift in technology, we have to ask the question that just because we can, does that mean we should? And opinions are divided. Like any disruption, people will discuss the pros and cons, the risk and opportunity. But to be successful, we need to ensure that machines reflect our timeless values, and that requires humanity to reflect upon itself. Designing ethical AI to empower others and amplify human ingenuity means that it must be fair. It must also be inclusive, transparent, accountable, and safe. These guiding principles must be firmly rooted in architectural designs and mature into systems that foster positive impact. Now, more than ever, we have to be collectively thinking about the society that we want to live in. We need to talk openly and frankly about what the future will look like, and we need to adhere to the principles that will allow us to be considerate of our social complexities. We need to avoid discrimination and embrace diversity, because then and only then will we be able to build AI that is both fair and just. Now, in my previous videos, I spoke about how AI learns. I discussed the role that data plays in its evolution and the amazing opportunities that it presents to humanity. But with any technical innovation, you'll find opportunities to misuse, abuse, and deceive. Let me give you an example. Now, as a single man, I'm no stranger to dating apps. I can't say that I'm particularly a fan of them, but this seems to be the way of the world. But as a technologist, I'm also aware of the infiltration from bots that seem to have saturated this platform. And let's be honest, they're not hard to spot. Anyone that seems way out of your league suddenly popping up to say hello should be a cause of skepticism. But what's fascinating is that many of the beautiful profile pictures that accompany the messages are completely fabricated too. Generative adversarial networks, or GANs as they're better known, are now able to create images of people who simply don't exist with amazing accuracy. In fact, you can go to a website entitled thispersondoesnotexist.com and see it in action. Now, I just want to say for the record that this is the website of an amazing digital scientist, Philip Wang, and designed to show you the potential of GANs not to deceive the lonely. But as I stated before, with every advancement in technology comes the potential for it to be misused. More worryingly is the rise of deep fake video cultures, a technology that makes use of deep neural networks and machine learning to transpose one face onto another. And I mean, video manipulation isn't new. Hollywood's been doing it for years. Look at the hit movie Forrest Gump, for example. With time, money, and a bunch of highly skilled artists, they were able to make Tom Hanks shake the hand of former President John F. Kennedy and have a casual conversation with Beatles frontman John Lennon. But today, computers and AI are making this process faster, cheaper, and available to all. With the right tools, you're able to build your own deep fakes with alarming accuracy. Let me give you another example. Now, I'm hoping that I'm not showing my age here and that you're all familiar with the film Back to the Future. This was released way back in 1985 and featured Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly and Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. Now, in this scene, Marty is fighting off the affection of his future mother, Lorraine McFly. But if you look carefully, you can actually see that Marty is now being played by Spider-Man actor Tom Holland and the Doc by Iron Man himself, Mr. Robert Downey Jr. This is frankly terrifying. Deep neural networks have created synthetic replicas and blended them into pre-existing sources. And while this particular example has no real societal, political, or even malicious intent, many deepfakes are now being produced that do. They're being used to influence and modify behavioral patterns. In fact, by October last year, Forbes were reporting that over 15,000 deepfakes were in circulation on social media. That's a rise of 84% from the year before and a problem that's only getting worse. Deepfakes will only continue to proliferate, but the good news is companies are now using AI to detect this illicit content before reaching the masses. That's not to say you can't play your part. We need to be vigilant and not jump to conclusions. Unfortunately, there are some telltale signs that can give deepfakes away. Let me elaborate. Before working for Microsoft, I was a professional photographer, so I've been trained to look at the eyes. The eyes give everything away. Look at any magazine model and you'll see in the eyes just how the photographer used lighting to extenuate the model's beauty. But the eyes are also the Achilles heel of deep fakes. You see, many of them learn by crawling through images. But here's the thing, we never upload bad images, do we? Our eyes are always open, our smile is always beaming. This means that the reference data of such neural networks is skewed. It only has the good to work with, so things like blinking, which is part of natural communication, has become a real challenge. Now I want to change focus. I realise that the last couple of examples have been somewhat concerning, but I wanted to be transparent and show you that technology is not without its implications. That being said, I'm a massive advocate for AI. I truly believe that with the right guidance and implementation, we will achieve amazing things. In fact, we have. Today, AI is helping organizations and individuals make massive gains on sustainability, tackling some of the toughest environmental challenges. We're using it to gather and share data at lightning speed and help address global health issues. We're using these tools to help the visually impaired better see and navigate the world with apps such as the Seeing AI available to download on the App Store. It's being used to preserve culture, language, and history in addition to bringing priceless architecture to life through mixed reality platforms. Artificial intelligence will empower us all, and Microsoft is collaborating with researchers and academics from around the globe to advance responsible AI practices and technologies. Our guidance aims to ensure that AI is ethically permissible, considerate, and justifiable, as the results will have massive social impact. And we're making massive gains. In the last 5 years alone, our systems have begun matching human parity for vision, speech, reading, and real-time language translation. Jump onto any Microsoft Teams call and you can see how AI can blur the background, filter out unwanted noise, perform real-time transcription, and enhance collaboration. Or open the Microsoft Immersive Reader and see how the technology is used to help the 10% of the world's population who suffer with dyslexia, improving reader fluency, boosting confidence, and providing text decoding solutions. This is helping us fulfill our mission, a mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Thank you.